Good morning and happy Moon Sign Monday. It is November the 3rd, 2025, and the moon is currently waxing in Aries energy because it's getting ready to go into a full moon in Taurus. We know the full moon in Taurus is meant to help us release certain foundations and things that we have been accustomed to. But before that full moon in Taurus even happens, we have a shakeup happening in the ethers. It's a it's the energy of, how can I put this in the simplest terms as possible? You ever know that there is a lot going on, but you are so overstimulated, you say, fuck it. So that's the energy that's happening right now, especially with Mars trining in Neptune energy, Mars being in Scorpio, Neptune being in Pisces, and it's also Pisces, Neptune is retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde. And so and then we're coming onto a full moon in Taurus, and then we are in a shadow period of Mercury retrograde, which starts on the 9th of November. And so you have a lot of energy circling around and a lot of plot twists happening. And so now, collectively, if we're speaking in astrological terms, it is overstimulation to where you're at now. You're like, well, fuck it. What will be as long as I'm still breathing. It's the energy that's happening right now, because you're going to see plot twists happening to where Saturn in Pisces retrograde, where people are using their titles and powers to make a new world order or make new foundations that don't make sense. Then it's going to flip back to things that do make sense when Saturn goes into Aries and it goes back direct. So right now we're in that place to where changes are happening that don't make sense, but we'll flip back to things that do make sense. And so we're riding the wave. And with that being said, with the full moon and Taurus energy that's coming up here, I decided to pull from the Moonology deck today, and I bring love into the situation. And this is a new moon in Aquarius energy, and I'm glad we pulled this card because it talks about charity, talks about humanity, talks about coming together as a community and supporting each other as well. And it also talks about new idealism and seeing the full perspective of what's going on. Because with all things and change, unfortunately with change, something has to fall for it to be rebuilt. Change only really gets triggered until someone deems it as this is wrong, or this is breaking, this needs to be broken, or this is not moving us forward. So something bad has to happen in order for change to occur, or it needs to be noticed, or it needs to be stopped before the bad thing happens in order for change to occur. That is human nature. When things are going right, humans do not make a change because they are comfortable. You have to get uncomfortable, human nature, in order for things to change. And that is what we're experiencing. All right. So you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay protected. Do what you can during this time to help yourself and help others. Okay. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.